What's up, y'all? It's EKwesco, and I'm here today to give y'all another album review. Today I'm going to be reviewing 50 Cent's album Curtis. This is 50 Cent's third studio album since signing the Shady Aftermath. It was released on September 11, 2007. There was a sales battle that was publicized in magazines between 50 Cent and Kanye West. Kanye West was to drop his album Graduation on the same day as Curtis. Kanye West ended up outselling 50 Cent. The album is executive produced by 50 Cent. This project features production from Detroit Red, Don Cannon, DJ Khalil, Apex, Vito Irrigori, Dr. Dre, Timbaland, The Business, Jake One, Eminem, Havoc, and K Lassick. This is probably 50 Cent's most collaborative album, as it marks the first time that he actually branched out of his own label with features. This album has a lineup of 10 featured artists. I was 10 years old whenever this album came out. I bought my first copy 2 months after it came out. Of course, it was the clean version. I was at Walmart, but now I have the explicit version. Honestly, I don't see the point in clean versions. It's 2016, I'm pretty sure every kid knows what the word fuck means. This album starts off with a sample from the movie Shooters. A firearm is exchanged between the characters of Andrew Howard and Matthew Rise. My Gun Go Off is basically the theme song of the album. You know, it's that first track that really sets the tone of the album. He's dissing rappers left and right, as he should, spitting bars over a pretty dope beat. The track is produced by two people with names I can't pronounce properly. I'll fuck that all the way up if I try. Man Down is the only song on the album that featured any type of censorship from the label. Words and phrases that were referencing authorities such as police officers were edited out. The complete uncensored original version can be found on YouTube. I'll Still Kill was a heavily played single. This song has a verse and a hook contributed from Akon. The track is produced by DJ Khalil. 50 Cent basically says that he's not gonna back down even though he is rich, because now he's got more to lose and therefore more to protect. Another single that received quite a bit of radio play was I Get Money. The song was produced by Apex. This track is a song about 50 Cent hustling after he got famous. Here he's basically claiming himself as the Donald Trump of rap. The next track, entitled Come and Go, features production from Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre also ad-libs the hook, but he features in no verse. The beat itself is far from Dr. Dre's best work, and the verses are kind of forgettable, but it's an okay track. It just doesn't really stand out to me at all. Ayo Technology was probably the most popular track on the album. It features production from Timbaland, while Timbaland also contributes a hook with Justin Timberlake. This song was in every club, at every radio station, MTV, BET, VH1, Fuse, everything. The song basically dominated 2007. Follow My Lead is a chill song for the ladies. The track features guest vocals from Robin Thicke. The track is produced by The Business. Moving On Up is a song that brings back that classic 50 Cent sample vibe. You know what I'm talking about, that raw and gritty tough sound that 50 Cent had in his production before he got signed. Those sounds were produced by Jake One. This song compares 50 Cent's old life to his new life. The next track is my favorite track on the album. I always saw the music video for Straight to the Bank playing on BET or MTV every time I turned it on. This song details the transitional point of 50 Cent's money whenever he got signed to Shady Records. Amusement Park was a track that kinda has a vibe similar to something you would expect to hear from a typical Nelly track. He acts as a ringleader to woo the ladies with a little sing-song hook. It kinda sounds like Nelly. The next track, entitled Fully Loaded Clip, is a track where 50 Cent name drops a bunch of rappers. He makes fun of certain people because they were getting into highly publicized relationships while 50 Cent was staying low-key and hustling, gathering money together so he could blow up. He goes after Nas and Khalees, Jay-Z and Beyonce, Jermaine Dupri and Janet Jackson, Young Jeezy and Trina, Lil Wayne and Trina, Diddy and J-Lo. He just disses the fuck out of everybody that dated. Although I will say this is the only track on the album that kinda stood out to me as far as lyricism. 50 actually packed some bars for the people listening in this track. And then we go into Peep Show. This track features Eminem at one of the worst points of his life. Listening to the track, you may not be able to hear it now, but 2007 was a terrible year for Eminem. I'm not gonna go into too many details. I feel like a lot of people already know about this. I'm just gonna say that Eminem produced the track alongside longtime collaborators Mike Strange and Jeff Bass. The song is about making a porno, but when Slim Shady starts rapping, it instantly turns into some kind of fetish snuff film. By the end of the verse, Eminem has popped a variety of pills and has proceeded to urinate and defecate on his partner. Moving on to the next song. Fire is an energetic song produced by Dr. Dre. The song features Young Buck from G-Unit and Nicole Scherzinger. I really hope I said that right. I've never heard of this woman before, but she's an okay singer. All of Me features guest vocals from R&B legend Mary J. Blige. She spices up the song with the signature style that only she knows how to bring. This is actually an eligible song for couples to dance to in an open bar and still seem kind of romantic. The song was produced by Jake One. Curtis 187 is a song with a little bit more of a street gangster vibe with some storytelling. This track is produced by Havoc. By the end of this track, I start to notice that this album holds a bunch of songs that either have okay verses with bad hooks or great hooks and subpar verses that are instantly forgettable. Touch the Sky is the final track of the album. In the hook, 50 Cent pays homage to the Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. Tony Yayo plays the hype man for the hook and also contributes a dope verse. The only thing that this song feels like it's missing is a third verse from Lloyd Banks. I don't know, just for some reason in my head I can hear a Lloyd Banks verse going right where the song is fading out. In 2007, 50 Cent originally planned to release Before I Self-Destruct, but that ended up being delayed for 2 more years. Curtis debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Top 200. The album sold 691,000 copies in a week. On the back page of the booklet, the letters SSK can be seen. This can refer to many different acronyms, the most relevant being Southside King. However, it also refers to SoundScan Killer or Shoot Stab Kill. The booklet also displays a picture of 50 Cent taking a bite out of a 9mm with some salt. 50 Cent wrote a major percentage of this album in his grandmother's old house in South Jamaica, Queens. He also wrote the majority of the guest lyrics that were to be featured on the album. As of 2016, the album is certified triple platinum, selling 3.5 million copies. My personal rating of this album would be a 5 out of 10. This album didn't really do much for me. It holds instantly forgettable lyrics that completely overshadow the very few times that 50 Cent actually spits some lyrical shit. I feel like after the first 2 albums with Eminem and Dr. Dre did so well, 50 Cent just had so much leftover material that he called up a bunch of artists to collaborate and make the music not sound so extra. I just can't find any solid messages in these songs, and that completely differs from any of the albums that came before. But that's just my opinion. If you guys got something out of this album, let me know, because I completely missed the point if there is one. And that's it, you guys. I just went track by track and reviewed Curtis by 50 Cent. Let me know if you like these reviews. If there's an album in your head that you want me to review that you haven't seen me do yet, leave it in the comment section. I'll review it if I have it. If I don't have it, I'll buy it and review it. And we'll all be happy. I want y'all talking about music in the comment section. I can't stress this enough. I don't care if I'm getting too aggressive. I want people that love music as much as me to watch these videos. I'm serious. I'll talk to you guys later though. Peace.